Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Star Wars, these
Mm-hmm,
desperate
mm-hmm.
hours. An Unknown's Adventures joint. We are very short on our players today. We've lost a few people over time, but I'm working on adding more. So we're going to probably have a little bit of a short session, but it is what it is. So the last time we left off, the party had traveled to Jakku and its graveyard of Star Destroyers to search for data that would help them try to determine previous hyperspace lanes that had been eradicated over several thousand years to try and find a path to their destination. Upon arriving, they entered an opening they found in one of the hangar bays, and were set upon by a group of salvager worms and robotic droids tearing through the hull of the Star Destroyer. They dealt with them handily with not much damage, as I recall, and made their way further into the ship to do some searching around. Eventually, they found the data core of the Star Destroyer in the bridge area. Unfortunately, they also found signs that someone else had already been there. Fresh footprints, and all the data crystals had been cleared out, except one that was found wedged underneath the data core itself, which, when played, turned out to be one journal entry from Antennas Tremaine, former High Inquisitor to the first and former High Inquisitor to Darth Vader, whose ship the interrogator had been. Upon reviewing it, they heard a puzzling self-entry because of the holographic journal, in which he seems to state that he has not ever been who he thought he was, and wasn't sure who he really was, and his face wasn't familiar to him anymore. Retrieving that data, they headed back out, only to be confronted by a cohort of strange individuals. Many of them appeared to be soldiers or troopers of some kind, dressed in armor with echoes of the old Empire, but their commander addressed the group as that introduced themselves as the Order of Fear, demanded to know what the players had been doing, demanded to have anything they turn over everything they found. Through careful conversation, the group was able to convince them that, hey, we didn't find anything. It was all been taken originally, and they were left to return to their ship at the local station. Well, questioning around, they found out, hey, there was a group that was here like a week before called Wolf's Wild, and they took off like a few days before you got here. And that was the only group that's recently been through that could have possibly been out to the ruins. But what their interest is, you don't know. And when when the group contacted Ixion Base, oh, not Ixion, when the group contacted Krayt Base and spoke to Kieran Shan, he told them, well, you might want to go and visit a place called Ixion Station. The commander there, one Nate Haggard, may have some information on that group that may be able to help you track them down and see about getting that information from them. So that is where we left off. The party is gathering, or is gathered aboard their ship and are preparing to launch or have launched the ship. Do either of the active characters have piloting skill? I think you all
Yes,
do.
Jace is a master pilot
Okay.
extraordinaire.
We'll take your word for that.
And
Uh,
I'm here to help.
yeah. So you start to take off into orbit. You're both in the cockpit, and you get a sudden message again, an alert that there's an incoming message, holo message.
And I just let it run through, like click on it.
Okay. It opens up, and it's Kieran Sean again. He says, "Hey guys, change of plans. We need you to come back to Krayt Base right away."
Oh,
Why is that?
Uh, it's not something we want to talk about over the air, so just get here as soon as. Oh, part of it is Braga is gonna be reassigned to something else. We need him back for that. Braga is gonna be reassigned to something else, and there's something else that you need that we found out about your discovery, and we need to talk about it. So get back here as soon as you can.
Okay. I kind of look to Charlie and begrudgingly change the coordinates and
Okay.
uh, you know make 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 four in the base.
Okay. You set out. Uh, you already have the coordinates because you came from there, so returning to there doesn't take any challenge or really reprogramming. You just reverse the course and head out. It takes you a few hours to get back there. I think I said it was like 6, 8 hours, something like that, from on the way here.
Yeah.
Jakku's a little far out, but not that bad. So you make your way back to Dak, aka Moncala, and you make your way to through the atmosphere towards the base. You are directed by the base control to land in your usual place, which is the main dot hangar. But as you come in, you do notice there's a new ship on the outer hangar. I don't actually have a map for it or anything here, but
We could use theater of the mind here.
yeah, it's
Your
the hell is it?
imagination.
Oh, that's because I'm at Twitch. I need to be over here. Okay, hang on one second. Still
Life is
switch.
your creation.
Okay, and we shall switch there. Okay. So the outer hangar, the one that's outdoors, that yeah, over there. You see there's a very fancy looking shuttle of some kind, deep space, moderately long range shuttle, silvery, swoopy lines, that kind of thing. No, your ship is parked over here.
Well, sorry.
Yeah. You actually had the priority berth in that one for that ship. The new ship is probably about half the size of yours, and it doesn't look like it's built for much more than short range transits. But it is very nice. Once you land, Kieran will direct you to. Well, he'll meet you at the base hangar there. He tells Braga to go talk to the senator Quarn.
Right off.
So, yes, Senator Regoth, because Senator Regoth has some work for him. Shit, ship is a little too big. I'm gonna have to move it separately, but that's fine. So he goes off to talk to him. Tab. What's his name? Uh,
Takis.
no, Zath is off
Oh,
to elsewhere as well. He's gonna be doing other things since Zath's player is out of the loop temporarily. Hopefully only temporarily, but I can't say for certain when he'll be back. All right, so he is like, you need to come with me, and he is going to lead you. Or Kieran is going to lead you over here. Sure, you want to move yourself over?
Wow.
Okay. You are now. Well, this is the droid bay where all the droid work is done, and the security droids do their charging thing. Um, and you see there's some individuals you don't recognize there. Chappie is there as well, but he's kind of hanging back, observing. The two individuals, one was kind of a average size but stockily built, muscularly built woman, with one cybernetic eye, heavily armored, heavily armed. Looks you all over kind of suspiciously as you come in, but doesn't say anything. And the other woman is a very well dressed woman, a very fancy outfit, but she has a lab coat worn over it that's obviously a also custom fancy head outfit, or jacket rather. And she looks up as you come in and says, you are the ones who found this. And she points at the box that has been brought back, the one that you originally found Bob in, and that is currently has the lid closed on it. Says, are you all feeling okay? Any strange ticks, behaviors, smells, sights, anything?
nothing yet. But should we be worried?
Well, I don't know.
Mm.
Before I proceed, I apologize. Kieran will say, yeah, this is Cassandra Voss. She is the head researcher and CEO of Zerka Corporation. She's an old friend of the Senator Thul's. She came here as our expert in droids to examine the droid. Uh, he points at the stocky silent woman. That is Bella Rogan, her bodyguard and chief of security. Uh, but as we said, we brought her in for that, and Cassandra will pick up from there. And says, so, I had a chance to examine the droid. I still don't know enough about it. I'm going to be transporting it to my home facility so we can put it in a quarantine lab and study it more carefully. But one of the reasons I wanted to meet with all of you, and we will need to do some examinations before you can go back out, because this is what we found on a up close inspection of it. She pulls out a data pad and projects an image into the air where you can see kind of like the entire layout of like they scanned all of the 808 unit, and you can see all of its internal mechanisms. It's very strange. It's very light on its internal mechanisms. Um, but you also notice that there's a pattern of material throughout it that looks almost like nerve clusters, which is not common for droids. Droids typically don't have that. Um, so she puts it down and says, this is a virus, we believe. It's a machine virus, so hopefully it shouldn't affect any of you. But we noticed it, as soon as we noticed it, we also noticed that it had already restarted, because apparently it had stopped replicating in its container there. And that container was built to stop it from doing so. And it had started to replicate and infest some of the material in this room. We were able to get rid of that material and destroy it after we put the thing back in the box. Um, we do not believe it has an organic component, but we're not 100% certain. So we just wanted to give you guys a check over, give you all a check over, make sure nothing is wrong.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
We're not going to do moving around because it's really not pointless, but you will be taken to the medical bay where you see Taurus Thule is there, as well as Solkar and I don't think you guys met the doctor yet, but as well there is a colicoid, a insect-like people, kind of they're kind of a C shape. The head's right at the top. They basically look like living droidicas because they designed the droidicas. Um, and he has a number of instruments attached to his arms, and he is running a check on Senator Thule. And she will direct you two to the northernmost beds and begin her examination of you. Well, she will do an exam first, and then once you're done, the colicoid will also do an exam. He is introduced as Dr. Coyle. Uh, he is Dr. Civ Coyle. He is a geneticist. He has been helping myself and Taurus with something. Uh, and he will examine you once we are done with that. So they go through their thing. Taurus and Sokar leave, then Doc Coyle will come over and start to examine you. And it takes, all in all, the examinations take several hours. When they're done, the doctor, Dr. Coyle, pronounces you are free of any infestations of a biomechanical nature. Though you should perhaps look at lowering your cholesterol. Thank you. Can we go now? She nods and says, I got to
Yes.
go and say goodbye to Taurus, but yes, we'll meet at the ship. And they head out, and Kieran will take you. Well, say, okay, well, you're on your own now. You're free to continue your work if you would like to. Take a look around. Take some break time if you need it. You look like you had a bit of a thing. Um, let's go and do a quick debrief, and then you can decide what you want to do from there.
Okay.
So he'll take you to go and do a brief debrief, and then you can go and rest, take a long rest
Over here.
or wherever you want to. He's going to do a debrief and then let you go. I'm not going to have you guys keep moving around all the time.
Yeah, we let them know about what we found. We produced the hologram. Kind of explained that everything else was taken. by the time we got there, and before you called us back, we were on the trail of whoever might have taken all the other data
Yes.
crystals.
Yes, Wolf's Wild.
But
I've heard of them.
um,
Uh,
any information you can kind of where to
well,
find them, maybe? Because I don't know if.
that's that is why I was directing you to Commander Haggard at Ixion Station. He has run into them before. They've used the station for various activities because the station is pretty much a smuggler's safe haven, but it's a well-run one, and they don't tolerate any bullshit. So a lot of people tend to go there because the commander is very serious about maintaining the neutrality of the place.
Okay.
What I do know is they are a group of thieves, smugglers, rogues, scoundrels of all kind. Um, they're not known for being loose with their cannons, though they are with their mouths. They talk a lot. They seem to brag a lot, uh, but they also seem to do a lot. So, what the hell did this happen? Did I just? Okay, hang on a second. But they are been fairly successful in their endeavors, whatever they may have been. But they are also known to be buyable. So if you talk to them, see what they're looking for as far as cost, but we do need that data before we can proceed.
Um, we are definitely short on funds, so if you'd like us
Yes,
to
you'll
do
be
something
provided
like
with
that,
a line of credit if necessary, within reason.
perfect.
Just
Of
contact
course,
us if you need more and let us know what's going on. Just give us an update. I've been
it sounds
authorized to
good.
handle all that through the senator. Any other questions?
Okay. No, I think Charlie and I, mostly just me, are eager to get back out there.
Yeah. Oricon, that's an interesting mention. I'll look into that a little bit more. I've heard of that place. If you have an urge to go there, I urge you to hold off until I collect some information on it. I have not
Mm-hmm.
heard anything good about Oricon, and I don't think anybody's been there in a very long time. But it's, I recall, some sort of an old Sith stronghold.
Okay.
So
Well, I think our next course of action would be to try and track down that team over. Remind me the place again. The
Ixion
smugglers
Station.
den.
Ixion Station.
Yes, Ixion Station.
Yeah. Ixion used to
I
be it was a Republic Alliance base in the Karelia sector. It's still there. It hangs out in the asteroid belt in the Karelia sector, and it's a former. It's the remains. It's the back half of a Star Destroyer. The front half was destroyed in battle, and the Republic the Alliance got their hands on it and converted it into a base for operations within Karelia, along with another base that's since been turned into a casino, Sand Panther. Um, but just so you know what's going on there. So Nate should be fairly reasonable to deal with. I've met him a few times. He's a bit gruff, but he does his stuff.
can
So
deal with Chris.
just let him know that you at least are former Alliance. I think actually Charlie was too. So, um, oh, I should also let you know it is also home to it's this base of operations currently for Saber Squadron, or what is currently Saber Squadron, which was, I
Okay.
believe, your old squadron.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you may know some of the. Well, you'll probably know their squadron commander, but I'll let you find out that out when you get there.
Yep.
All right. Any other questions, Charlie?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Well, he will leave you to your own devices. You're free to leave when you want to. By the time you get done with all of that, Cassandra and her team have left. And you can decide what you want to do.
So I definitely go over to Kieran and set up that line of credits.
Oh yeah, he
Um,
basically just hands you a cred stick and says this should be, well, this is like a bank stick, and this has the line of credit on it. And if you need more, like I said, just call us and let us know what's going on, and we'll see if we can extend it or not. Or
okay,
if you can find an alternative method to acquire the data, feel free. Just
cool.
try not to blow
I
up the
take
base or
that.
anything. We like Hagar and we like that base,
Cool.
so
No, no promises. But
it
yes,
happens.
we'll
I
work on
understand.
that.
All right. Well, time will a little bit of time will pass, and you get your ship is being refueled uh, while you waited, so it's ready to go by the time you get back to it. Uh, and you can leave.
Yeah, without
Uh,
unless anyone else stops us, Jace is getting on and going through ignition protocols and
yeah, no,
um,
Dark Stars, Dark Stars, ready to travel when you are, sir.
perfect. Um, so long as Charlie doesn't have anything else they want to do, we're gonna go off and make our way to the uh, Ixton station.
Ixion Station, yes. All right. It doesn't take you long to get to Ixion because it's a core world. It's in Corellia space, which is not quite a core world, but has several highly traveled space lanes, hyperspace lanes to get there. So it takes you maybe 4 hours to get there from where you are from DAC. Um, and you hail the station. The station says, "Yes, come on in, land at Bay, blah 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 blah." And you can see that Ixion Station is indeed the back half or the back third, really, of a Star Destroyer. Like like where the tower is, just before that tower is cut off, but it's been resealed and affixed with cargo containers of all kinds and sizes. And most of them still have their original colors, so it's a pretty big riot of rainbow of colors. Um, it somehow seems to work, but it does park there. It does have a full deflection shield and meteor shield. I'm not going to make you make a roll to get through there because there are established safe routes to get to the station through the asteroid field.
And I crush it anyways, so it's fine.
Where did I put? Ah, well, okay. You'll land elsewhere, but this is kind of the main area where you'll be coming to meet with people. So I would say actually you're probably gonna come in from up and over here somewhere. Actually, no, there's the lifts are here and here. We'll soon be coming from the southern lift, so you can put yourselves here and decide where you want to go to meet people. Um, but as you come up the lift here, the turbo lift here, you do notice this area, although it is still generally in the same metal as Star Destroyers, it's been repainted a bit. It's cleaner, a little bit softer colors. The lighting has been changed, so it's more of a bluish lighting. It's more casual. Um,
Okay. And you said the guy to talk to was Ned?
Nate, Nayte.
Nate.
Yeah,
Do we have a
Hang on,
description?
NAYT.
I'm sorry.
Do we have a description of Nate?
Uh, redhead, beard, probably wearing armor. He'll be in the security section. You may
Okay.
have to knock on the door or gas security guards who locate him.
Okay. And I would have a pretty good idea where the security area would be, right?
Yeah,
Or is it just noticeable
it's right
that
there.
it is?
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see it. I just wanted to make sure that my character would know.
yeah.
So I make straight for there
Okay.
and I knock.
Um, After a minute, Ixion, the door open. There's a security guard there. Yes. What do you want?
I'm looking for Nate.
Commander, there's someone here looking for you. Uh, Bring him in. And he steps aside and lets you in. And you see Nate Haggard, and I will see if I can display him here for you. What? Oh, deleted, not display. Damn it. What the hell? Sorry. It's not giving
Yeah,
me
he's
option.
here. He's on. He came up on our
Okay.
character list. Yeah, or
Okay.
mine at least.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to be. I was trying to show you guys the picture for him, but he's not giving me the option to show to players for some reason. Hmm. Am I actually? God damn it. All right. Anyway, I was like, "Who are you? What do you want?"
Uh, the name's Jace. I don't give Charlie's name because I don't know if I have Charlie's permission to offer that out. Um, I just
Yes. You have Charlie's explicit permission to speak for him.
all right. Name's Jace. This is Charlie. Used to be ex Saber Squad, and we've currently been working with General Thule.
Senator Thule.
One more time,
Senator Thule.
Senator Thule, and
Uh,
he told me I could come to you with some, and you could maybe help me out find some people I've been looking for that have some things we need.
okay.
And I explained to him the logistics of the fact that we're a few days behind them, and kind of I forget the name. I'm sorry, of this other group,
Wild.
Oswald.
Wolves. Hold on a second here. I'll put it in the chat. The Roll20 chat, that is.
Yeah, well, we're looking for Wolfswild. They have something we
Oh.
need, and we're hoping to track them down.
Well, good news, they didn't need to come and find me. They're here. In fact, they are planning on holding an auction here shortly to sell off something they recently acquired.
Work. Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Could you point me towards where they're stationed so that I can maybe have a conversation?
They've kind of sequestered themselves until the auction, which will be tomorrow. But feel free to make use of the facilities. There will be standard docking fees, and if you wish to rent rooms, that can be arranged. That'd be one of our staff, regular staff, can help you out with that one. But they wish to remain sequestered until then. But feel free to walk around, check out the area. There are other groups here that are uh, planning to bid on this information because somehow they've known already that this information was going to be made available.
Great.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And they don't tell us exactly where they're sequestering themselves.
No. That's part of the service we offer is discretion.
Great. Okay, well, thanks, Nate. I see myself out, and I send a quick message to Kieran, kind of very short, very curt. Is I'll probably need more than what you gave me on that line of credit.
Oh, we
and
checked the line of credit just so you know. It's got about 1 million credits on it.
We'll send it.
That's fine.
I still don't know. I'll be probably gonna have to, unless Charlie and I can find a way to get in front of them or behind them and take it from under them. I don't know what else we could do except to just play ball and join the auction. I definitely
He
don't have
says,
this.
well, if we need to, we can double the line of credit, but try not to go that far. That's budget for a while, so just be careful with it.
Sounds good. I'll try my best.
Okay.
But we really do need that information.
Yes, we do. Okay.
Do we have to get a room, or can we just stay in our ship?
You can stay in your ship. So rooms will
Yeah,
cost
we'll
you
do it.
like 20 credits a night, but the docking fee and refueling fee for the ship. Well, your ship doesn't need much fuel because it's only a few hours out. But the docking fee for today and tomorrow would be another 50 credits.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pay that.
Well, while I'm not really a fan of becoming a thief, I can make us both invisible. Just saying.
I like that. That's great to know, Charlie. First, we have to find where they are. Can I just, I was given free reign of the place, so after getting the paperwork done for the ship, staying here 2 days, I kind of start making my way around, kind of looking, trying to see if I can find them.
Well, you can see kind of where clusters of people are gathered. The red areas up here and down here are secured areas, so you're not allowed in those areas. But if you really want to, you can go down to the hangar bay. Oh, hold on. God damn, my voice.
Yeah, sounds gnarly.
And then there's like these two areas up here, and well, down there and up here, and this area are open areas for people to hang out. There's wait staff running around. They can get you whatever you want to order for food or drink. Those are the primary areas. You will notice in examining that this area up here is marked as brig, so you don't want to go there. And then this area over here is locked off. That's private quarters and whatnot for the staff.
Okay. So right off the bat, I'm suspicious about the red areas, potentially where they might be.
Well, no, that's those red areas are turbo laser battery controls.
Yeah, just
So
kidding, man.
yeah, they would not be there. Then again, it would be a
As
cool
I
place to hide them. So
as I make my rounds around the place, can I kind of guess as to what the best place for them to sequester themselves in would be?
probably their rooms, which are not on this particular map. You do know that this area
Okay.
here is a theater type area, and that is where the auction is going to be held.
Okay.
Other than that, you can walk around and see who you know, if you would like.
Sure. I guess if I can't seem to find them here, and and I'm sure there's a lot of rooms here, so it's not likely that I could just willy nilly find
Yeah, it's
their
a
room
starter
without.
shooter. I mean, if you really want to do a thorough search, you can try, but you might get questions. Why are you wandering down every single hall?
Yeah, no, that'd be. Um, so I go out there and start mingling to see if I can figure out what people are hoping to actually auction for and bid on. And
Okay. Which of the areas are you going to go to first? Because there are three areas where there are
this one
clothing.
first.
Okay, so that one first. Okay, so you go down there to your right over here is a what the hell is his name? I know what his name is. I mean, what is his affiliation? He is a uh, fuck Bothan. A very well dressed Bothan, though maybe slightly overdressed in colorful clothing with gold trim. He has a cane next to him. He's tapping as he talks to the Doug that is next to him. The Doug is kind of well dressed, but in clothing that's clearly meant not for fancy situations, but like tougher clothing that's meant for outdoors and exploration. And he does have a number of pockets with tools hanging out of them or like sticking out of them, kind of thing. And he's got a journal he's looking through, and he and the Bothan are talking. To the other side, you see a Feline one of the well-known, the green-skinned guys that are folks that are known for having pheromones that they use to influence people. And with him is a very strange-looking individual. Where did I put him? Why can't I show these guys? Oh shit, I don't even have stats for that dude. Looks human-ish, but he's very, very pale skin and has a crap ton of cybernetics built into him.
Okay.
Like one of his arms, his left arm is like a mass of metallic tentacles. And he and
Nice,
the
nice.
greenskin fellow are talking. They look up as you come in, and the greenskin fellow waves a wine glass in your direction, and he goes back to whatever he was talking about with the white skin guy. And the other two, the both of them will look over at you and nod and go back to just kind of staring off out the window into space.
I don't recognize any of these folks. Yeah.
No, not a one.
Okay. And is this a bar of some kind, or is it just all
It's a
lounge?
lounge area, but there are wait staff. You can grab. There's like seats. If you zoom in a little bit, you can see there are plenty of tables and seats to sit at. Uh, you can order drinks, food. Like I said, there is wait staff wandering around. This section
Um,
is very well appointed. The carpet here looks like it's been freshly cleaned and replaced. A little on the dark side compared to the outer to the rest of the ship, but it might also be for those with more sensitive eyes.
okay. Um, I don't linger here because I can't really seem to listen. Can I hear the conversation between the Cyberman and his friend?
Um, Go ahead and make me a perception check. It's not loud here or anything, so.
Jeez.
Oh, good lord, yes.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. The green one is talking. Look, I don't know what the boss wants with this information. I just know he wants it. I think it's. Yeah, I don't know. He's gotten a weird hair about this kind of thing lately, but Cranon Das wants. If Cranon Das wants something, Cranon Das will get it. And the other one replies, "Yes, well, it's a waste of my time. I should be back at my lab working. I have many creations to work upon, you know." Yes, yes, I know. And you were sent along because you were disturbing people. So you need a break. I needed a break. Let's just relax and see what happens.
And there's no mention of what they're here to get, just that
No.
somebody else wants it badly.
No, but you can make I'll call it a lore check to see if you recognize the name they mentioned.
Okay, I have advantage in
Charlie,
those.
you can make this as well.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
I don't want to waste them all at the beginning like this.
Well, Cranon Das is a Gungan who is currently known to be the head of, or one of the heads of, a group known as the Exchange, which is based out of Corellia as a criminal gang into all kinds of stuff, mostly high-end electronics, droids, that kind of thing. Very strong, genetics as well. Uh, very, very into the leading edge, cutting edge, bleeding edge, cybernetics and electronics. Um, Known to be really excellent hackers and very, very dangerous it when they want something that someone is not wanting them to have.
I take stock of that, grab a drink, and walk out.
Okay. Where are you going after that?
Can you hear me?
Yes. You're
Okay.
taking a drink and walking out and going where?
Over here.
Okay. Um,
What rush is here?
the top sections are available, and let me go and see. I think this is who I think it is. Yes. You actually kind of, sort of recognize this guy. At least he looks a lot like the guy you saw in Jakku, who's dressed in the robes and has kind of the skull face mask. He looks up as you come in, and you can't see his expression, but they are definitely watching you. And the other one with him is a tall, broad-shouldered man in heavy armor. Um, you can see he is armed as well. He has a cannon that's kind of sitting by his side, but it's not in hand or anything like that. And he looks up at you as you come in and says, "Can we help you with something?"
Just exploring around, seeing if I can find a friend.
Are you looking to make friends, or are you looking for someone specific?
I guess both. The name's Jace.
Ah, well, I am Captain Zam Exar of the Order of Fear. This is Inquisitor. This is the Inquisitor, the High Inquisitor of the Order of Fear.
Pleasure.
Likewise, what brings you here to this hive of scum and villainy?
I heard there was an auction happening tomorrow, and
Ah,
you know, thought I'd check it out, see if there's anything interesting that catches my eye.
I see. He looks over at the Inquisitor. Inquisitor kind of looks in your direction. He's still looking in your direction. He hasn't stopped looking in your direction. Let's see if I can do that for this one.
I kind of
Says, what is your interest in what is being sold?
um, I've only recently heard about the group selling, but I've heard they usually have some nice things to buy. So I was sent over, and um, here we are.
So you know what they're selling in particular. Who sent you here? You said you were sent here?
I don't think we've grown close enough to share that information.
Ah, I understand needing to play it close. That's fine. But we're all seem to be. If we're here for the same auction, then we're here for the same item that's being auctioned because they're only auctioning one thing.
Mm, that I didn't know. Well,
I'm gonna give him. Let's see. I think I have stats for him somewhere. Nope. Okay. Go ahead and
jeez.
make me a deception check if you would, please.
Goodness me.
Hey, you've been rolling 20s. You should be fine.
Yeah. So in all honesty though, Yogi, the player, didn't realize that was the only thing being sold action here. I just either misheard you.
Or you misunderstood. That's fine. They
Yeah.
said there
But
was an
Jace
action. They didn't
is
say
definitely
what
would
was
know.
being.
So.
Yeah, no, Jace might not know either because he might assume they were auctioning more than one thing. That's a fair assumption.
Yeah.
He just kind of looks at you a
So would
little
it
bit
be
and goes, mm-hmm.
so would it be persuasion then instead of deception?
Yeah, sure, we can make persuasion then.
It's not any better, but yeah.
Definitely not any better. He's like, I see. Well, you have
All
your
our smooth
reasons.
talkers are left.
You have your reasons. We have ours.
Agreed.
We could potentially join forces because the information we want is simply data, and we could make a copy of it once we have it.
I'd be interested in that,
Excellent.
but I will have to get back to you on that because I would like to see if I can actually find those friends I was looking for. It was a pleasure
Well,
to
the
make your
auction's
acquaintance.
tomorrow. Perhaps we'll meet again.
That was absolutely save me a seat, and then I walk out.
Okay.
Kind of like shit. And then I just make my way over here,
Okay.
kind of.
All right. The two people you see, this is unfortunate. Unfortunately, we're missing people because there are people here that other people, party members, would know. But we shall move on. You see actually an almost identical pairing. You see what looks like a man in robes, but this one is in red armor instead of that red, white, and gold stuff with the hood. He does still have a hood, but it's all in red, and you can just see the mask with the glowing eye there. And the other one looks to be an Imperial officer, actually dressed in stormtrooper armor with some slight modifications, and a smashing mustache. It is beautiful. He looks up as you come and says, hello, welcome. Are you here for the auction,
No,
perchance?
I am. I am indeed.
Ah, ah. That's why most people are here in this particular gathering.
Yeah, don't come to many of these for sure.
Yeah.
But
So, what is your interest in the items that are being bid on, if I may ask?
well, from what I understand, that I learned very recently, there's only one item
Well,
up
it's a
for auction.
collection of them, but yes.
Ah, well, um, I am curious about what's to be found in this collection because I've recently learned about its previous owner, and that particular previous owner was a bit kooky, at least from what I've seen.
Kooky, you say? I don't understand that. My understanding of the previous owner was uh, he looks over at the guy in the robes. He was an interesting and loyal member of the Inquisitorius. I don't recall hearing anything about him being particularly off his nut or anything. Again, he looks at the guy in the robes, and the guy in the robes just doesn't speak, just kind of like we kind of get this impression he's not happy with this description.
Just from the body language. I mean, it's what I heard. I mean, just and knowledge is power. So, I thought I'd throw my hat into this auction, and yeah, I'm really doing a good job making new friends.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Yeah, I'm really good at those. 14.
Seemed to have persuaded him. He didn't roll well. Says, well, best of luck on that. We have our own interest, of course, and our own representation, and well,
Yeah. Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. The name is Jace. And then I kind of walk out. And I think I'm just going to go back to the lounge for the rest of the day and just hang out there and see what comes in, what comes out. Because I didn't find anybody from Saber Squad here, at
uh,
least not yet.
you could also ask the staff. I mean, there's wait staff and other staff around.
Well, I'm going to get comfy first. I've been
Okay.
on my feet this whole time.
Okay.
And I'm going to do just that and ask the wait staff if they've heard of Saber Squad being here or have they.
They are currently out on patrols. They should be back probably tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's a bummer. Well, Charlie, what else do you want to do while we wait?
Hang on, where are you?
Down
I'm over
south.
here.
I'm fine, just waiting.
Okay. And yeah, and that's that. I guess we kind of just settle in and, you know,
Well, since
wait for
you're
the festivities.
sitting next to their area where the two of them are sitting, the Bothan will lean over the back of your chair. Hello there, friend. Are you perhaps here for the auction as well?
It looks like we all are. Yes.
I see, I see. He kind of glances past you at the Feline and the white-skinned guy. He's like, yes, yes. There are many people interested in the product there today. If I may ask, what is your interest in these articles?
Um, I'm told there's some information in there that could point towards something I've been looking for a long time.
I see, I see. Interesting, interesting. So you hold no other value for it other than the information it contains.
I say so. Yes.
Hmm. Well, that since it is dated, that would make quite a bit of sense. Well, wish you the best of luck. Uh,
You as well.
very well. And he will go back to talking to the Doug. You can pass several hours there. Nothing really happens. At some point, you do see the two groups leave, and then eventually they'll come back and settle back down for drinks. Like they probably went to go and use the bathroom or whatever, or go back to their ships and whatever. Um, Nothing much seems to happen. You can spend probably about 20 credits each on food and drink, and you get fed pretty well. I mean, not like 5-star dining well, but probably around 2-star. Whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay. Yeah. We take it in because there's nothing else to do,
Okay.
you know? And I like to add that although he has the face, Jace has no business being the face. You know, my
You're the one doing all
no
the talking, so you're the one that's getting to make the roll.
no negotiation skills whatsoever.
Mine aren't much better.
Well, you know that makes you feel a little better, Charlie.
Okay. Well, unless you're doing anything else, the rest of that day you will pass. You can return to your ship to pass out for the night. Do whatever else you want to
Mhm.
do. But really, it's there is conversation. Um, though the Bothan and the ones closest to you seem to be speaking in some other language. What languages do you two speak?
I speak um Moralian, Huttese, and Basic Galactic.
Okay. They are actually speaking in Huttese. And you go ahead and make me a perception check since you're close enough to them that you can hear them.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Um, you don't catch a lot of their conversation because they're also keeping it down on the down low, but you do hear something about Kiba. Lord Kiba wants us to get this information so he can sell it to other bidders for more. So we must get this information. We cannot let him down again.
Oh, that's just not nice.
Mhm, mhm. I turn over to I look I lean over to Charlie. I'm like, we have some stark competition, man. We may have to do that thing you can do at the last minute to make sure we get the stuff. So keep that handy.
I'm just worried with the Inquisitor here.
Mm, yeah, quite the crowd.
I shouldn't be surprised, but it doesn't seem like there's a single good person among them.
No, you said it, bud. You said it. Um, but what do you expect in a place like this? I mean, not not your typical, you know, Sunday brunch at the farmers market type of thing. So Do they still have those?
And some more, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they do on Dantooine.
It's a good place, tattoo.
Okay. So evening passes. Next morning comes around. You receive messages that says the auction will begin at noon. Please arrive 30 minutes ahead of time to be appraised of rules. And that's it.
Okay. I kind of, I I have Charlie and I get there extra early so we can watch the people filter in. Um, kind of get. Is this an okay spot to stand in?
Well, that's the bathroom, but yeah. Yeah, you can stand in the road just behind it. That's fine. Let's move those over there. Oh boy, 1 second here. I need to. Do something. What? I said edit, not disappear. Jeez, what the fudge? Oh, there it is. Okay. Where is he? There we go. So I'm just opening up something. I forgot to make a token. Okay, there we go. And put him here. Do. Okay. Okay. I did not.
How long does your invisibility last, Charlie?
An hour. So long as you don't attack or cast a spell.
Can you interact with things and not lose it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So long as it doesn't constitute action.
Okay, so the stadium, the audience fills. There's some other people I don't have stats for or anything that are not present here, but doesn't really matter. Nate arrives along with 3 others, 2 of which you do not recognize, but are dressed in some nice fancy black clothing. They seem to be smiling, and they kind of wave to everybody as they go in. You see that one of them is carrying a black case that appears to be somewhat heavy, and they walk up onto the stage, followed by Nate. The 4th person, Jace, you will recognize as Katarno Hawks, who is a member of Spectre Squadron back in the day. No, Spectre? Yeah, Spectre Squadron back on Hoth. He is actually still wearing Republic/Alliance colors, but he is wearing a commander's insignia as well, so he appears to be a commander, and you're guessing this is the current leader of Saber Squadron, because he does have the insignia now for Saber Squadron as well. And he stands up next to Nate, and Nate steps up and says, "Welcome everybody to today's festivities, I guess we should call them. Uh, this is Hadrian Wild and Wolf Kruger. They're the heads of Wolf's Wild, who are here to auction off the data crystals discovered on the Interrogator. Now understand, this is an auction. There are rules that apply to this auction, and they will be followed. Bidding will start at 10,000 credits. You already told some of you all of this, and you seem to all follow. That's fine. Maximum of 2 representatives per bidding group. No droids, no weapons.
That's
Kind
right.
of looks at the group. Beyond that, once the bidding begins, well, it will continue until it ends. No shenanigans, no weapons, no attacks, no use of any special abilities anyone may have. He looks at the 2 hooded figures in particular, who do not respond. They just kind of look at him. Says, but as an added measure of security, to make sure that no one has any funny ideas, and he pulls out a data pad and taps a couple of things. From the ceiling, a hatch opens up, and a cylinder descends about 3 feet down and stops. You can see it's transparent, and inside the cylinder, there's a piece of wood that kind of curves around, and attached to the piece of wood is a lizard-like creature. As soon as this thing appears, Charlie, you start to feel sick. And it takes you, go ahead and make me a lore check real quick, Charlie.
Uh-oh.
15. You don't know what this thing is exactly because they're kind of super rare, but you do know the reason you're feeling a little sick or a lot sick is your connection to the Force has been cut off.
Above game, Isalamidi?
Huh?
Above game, Isalamidi?
Yes. And you hear you see the Inquisitor behind you and the other Inquisitor on either side both kind of stiffen up, and their body language turns really angry. And from the bottom, another hatch opens up and a droid rises up. This is a big hulking looking thing with big shields on each of its arms, and just kind of do either of you have tech abilities? I don't think so.
I do not.
Okay. You do see the white skinned guy in front of you kind of hisses as something kind of sparks off of him, and like, so let the bidding.
I mean business.
He does before he continues. Oh, this is Katarno Hawk. She is a representative of the New Republic and commander of Saber Squadron. Know that anybody tries to steal this product and escape, he will be sent to hunt you down with his entire squadron. And he is a very capable pilot, I assure you. I have flown with him before. Before it starts, you also see the guy you didn't get the name of stands up. The one behind you says, "We'd like to notify you that the material you are seeking is possession of the Galactic Empire, and we claim possession of it now. No auction." There's some stir, and the 2 other guys turn and look at him, and the other guy, the one you spoke to a little bit longer length, says, We too represent the Empire and wish to lay claim to this. We will share it with our fellows in the Empire. And Nate just kind of looks at them and looks at the two, at Wolf and Hadrian, and they just kind of like, no. It's like, no, well, that's nice. This is not Imperial space. This was found, but through rightful salvage, it is going to be sold as originally planned. If you wish to submit any kind of problem or claim, you can travel to Coruscant and submit one to the appropriate authorities there. And they had to kind of like look at each other and then look at the two of them and sit down and just kind of, they both just kind of shrug. Like, it was a play they had to make, but they knew it was probably doomed to failure. Shocked, the green-skinned man in front of you, he looks back at them and smirks. I said, that's okay. I think you were just going to sell it to me now. And he looks at Wolf is closest to him, and Wolf just looks at him and taps his nose. He says, no, that will not work on me. Moment of confusion, and then Nate looks at him and says, I said no special powers. That includes natural abilities. The green-skinned man leans back and says, very well. Begin the beating. And it does begin. Okay. 10,000 credits. Do I hear 10,000? And immediately, green-skinned man says 20,000. Bothan, 30,000. The two in the back, 40,000, 50,000. And then it just continues going up in
Jeez.
10,000 credit increments. You guys gonna throw in anything, or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump up to 200,000 right on the bat.
Okay. Green-skinned man kind of blinks and looks at you and says, 210,000, 220, 230, 240.
250?
250, 280, 300, 320. And it's going up by 20,000 credit increments now.
450.
500 from the green-skinned man. And the Bothan looks at him and says, 600. The two Imperials groups kind of look at each other and grimace. 610, 620.
7.
8, 9. 1 million. 1 million 2.
Hold on, I need more money. Yeah, let's do 1-3.
1 5. 1 8.
Jeez.
Actually, no. What would be 1 5? It'd be that's
1.8.
Yeah, 1,020,000.
800.
1,020,000. 1,040,000. And going up again in 20,000 increments. 60,
Let's
80.
go. Let's go. 1,100,000.
Okay, I'm gonna need to start making rolls for some of these guys now. Actually, how do I hide my own rolls? Oh well.
I think we should stop and start thinking about negotiating with whomever wins. We don't need exclusive access, we just need to have a look.
Yeah.
Maybe if that Boffin seemed friendly, we could add to his bid.
Which one?
The Boffin.
Yes.
Current bid stands at, what did you say, 1.5? 1.2? 1,200,000. The green-skinned man just kind of grimaces. 1,300,000. The Bothan just says, no, enough. It is not worth that much money. We haven't even seen the data to verify it is real. Nate looks up and says, I have had it checked by my own staff. Data is legit. You were all sent samples except for the late arrivals. He kind of looks at you and says, sorry, you could have asked, but anyway.
It's messed up.
Hold on, but Mr. Boffin,
Yes.
we'll add 200,000 to the bid if you let us have a look at the information too.
The man across the way, the Imperial across the way, kind of glares over at you because that was the same offer he made you. And Boston's like, very well, if you wish to pitch in, 1,000,004. The guy you spoke to is 1,000,005. Jesus Christ, I can't keep track of my own numbers. Yeah, he'll just jump to 1,500,000. 1.5.
And then I make eye contact with the Bowfin, and I gesture that I can go up even higher.
2,000,000. Looks over at you.
Jesus. Okay. Just straight. Yeah, totally.
The greenskin man is fine. 2,004,000.
Jesus.
Boston's like, no, that is too
Can
much.
I make an insight check? I don't know if I believe this man has this money. This is the amount of money.
Sure, go ahead.
I guess I don't know.
The Imperials continue to bid, so it's now up to it's a 2.5 million.
Ooh.
Which you don't have. Kieran was able to double the 1 million to 2 million.
Mm-hmm. That's that then. I mean, let's hope our guys win.
Greenskin goes up. Let's see, let me give him another check. It's like 2,000,005. 2,000,008.
Sorry, I think I fucked up.
And
It's all right, but
the one behind you just says, we'll find another way to get that information. We're out. So it's down to Greenskin and the representative of the Order of Fear. And the Greenskin man turns to look at you and says, if you help me, I will give you the same deal you are offering them.
and what's the bid at right now?
2.5.
I'm like, okay.
3. Or fear. 4
Jeez,
million. The Greenskin man actually looks taken aback by that. It's like, it looks at you and says, I'm at my limit. I don't know what you're at.
Well, I don't know how much they have, so
They seem to have deep pockets, which is unusual for the Empire to be this interested in something. I am willing to let it go. I don't need it that bad.
if he can go up to 5, I think I can help if we go up to 5.
All right, he turns this 5. Ooh, dead even. 5.5. Well, 5.2 million.
I don't know. I think that's it, guys. I don't.
One more check. And he says, yeah, sorry, I'm out.
Yeah, that's it. We win then. Damn. We backed the wrong horse.
5.2
Damn it.
million. 5.2 million and sold.
Ooh-wee. Well, that's a bummer. I told him I needed more money.
Well, the good news is you don't have to spend anything in advance.
Yeah.
The two of them will get up and walk to the front and talk briefly to Nate and the other two, and then they'll hand over a credit stick and take the case and leave or head out.
Can we follow them?
Sure. They head immediately to one of the shuttle bays or one of the bays and get on board a ship.
Can I just take quick stock of the ship so that we can maybe find them again later?
Yeah.
Because they definitely won't want to talk to us now because,
I mean, you could try. You could get lucky on your rolls. You do notice the ship that they are on is the same one that they had when you met them on Jakku, the wedge ship looking thing.
I do holler after them. It's like, hey.
He turns back. The captain turns back and looking. The Inquisitor still has his hand, has the data in hand, and the captain turns back and looks at you and says, We had a deal, but you chose to break it.
No hard feelings, man. You know, I took a risk backing a horse that petered out on me. You know, um,
Yes.
I'd still like to negotiate access to those data crystals.
He looks at the Inquisitor, and the Inquisitor just shakes his head and says, "No, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Unfortunately, you're going to. If you wish to see what is on these crystals, I think. Well, he starts to speak, and the Inquisitor says, "If you wish to see what is on these crystals, you can come to Oricon and speak to our masters. Perhaps they will share that information with you if you share why you wish it so badly."
Okay.
And then they will board their ship and take off.
Yeah, yeah. It's drinking Oricon again, all over again. Isn't that what we need to go to? That fortress
Eventually,
place?
you were told not to go there just yet, to go and
Right.
talk to Kieran first.
Can I? No, I don't have anything of the kind. Like place a transmitter in their on their ship to see if I can
If you had
hail
one, you
them,
could try, but you don't have
but
one.
I don't have one.
Yeah.
Oh, I send a quick message to Kieran that we couldn't get the data crystals, but I feel pretty good and have it on the good authority that they'll be in Oricon, um,
Oh,
the, for the foreseeable future.
very well. Return to base, and I'll share what information I've got in Oricon. Whenever you get the chance, not a big hurry, but get here when you can.
Oh.
You have a little bit of time. Shortly after that, you see Katarno comes back out with Nate. Actually, I'm going to move Nate back to here, and Katarno will come out so he can talk to you guys separately.
In the bathroom?
No, he's in the hallway. He meets
I
you
know.
out in the hallway. Jeez. Always a comedian. Always got to be a comedian.
Not a very good one, though. Or just good at all. Really, my jokes are awful. Uh,
Um, you will see
and
as
I've met this person before, right?
yeah, you know Katarno. He's a member of Saber Squadron, and Saber Squadron was on Hoth.
Yeah. Long time no see, Katana.
Hey, Chase. Good, you're still alive. Glad to know it.
Well, just barely, I guess. How'd you end up here?
Well, they put me in charge of the Saber Squadron after you guys, retired. So that's why I'm here. I'm running Saber Squadron out of this particular base. This is what I'm familiar with anyway. Nate and I go ways back, for
Mm.
rebellion era kind of stuff. So that's fun. Get to fly around the asteroid belt, hunt down pirates.
And Katarno would know about the missing ship, right?
Yes, he would know about the missing ship.
And so I'm like, we may have a lead
Oh,
um, on the
really?
ship. Yeah, we really needed those data crystals to corroborate to determine whether our lead was solid or not. But we couldn't get them. I was hoping to talk to you beforehand to see if I can gain access to the crystals before they went for auction, but you were
Um,
out.
let's. Well, I know Wolf's Wild is still here. I think they're heading for your ship. Let's go have a walk and talk, and we'll see if we can chat them up and see if they live up to their reputation.
Mm, I'd love that.
Yeah.
And I follow.
He will lead you to a ship, to another hangar where you see a. Actually, you saw this ship. It's parked next to yours, in the hangar. It's a. Oh, what the hell did I
Son of
just?
a bitch. They were so close.
Yeah, it's. Do I have it in here? Tell me I have it in here. Oh, I do not. Where did I put it then? think this is the one that has it. Ship. Oh, that's not it. It is a black ship. It's a Corellian series. I want to say YT 929, something like that. Give me a second here. I thought I had ship images. YT 1760 is what it is, actually. It's a very sleek looking vessel. This one, like I said, is painted all black. It appears to be designated the Raven, the Black Wing. And you can see
That's a
that the two men are
badass
standing
name.
there with, their 2 men are standing at the bottom of the dock ready to load up. And I kind of raise my hand, hey, gentlemen, before you leave. They kind of turn and look at him, hands on blasters. What can we help you with, Commander? Is it? Gentlemen, these friends of
Yes.
mine and I want to ask you some questions about the data you just sold off to those. I don't know what the hell were they. They said they were Imperial, but they didn't look like any Imperials I've ever seen. But
Well, the one in the hood called himself the Inquisitor.
Interesting. Well, at any rate, wanted to ask if you guys perhaps made a backup of any of that data. We just kind of look at each other. Why would we do that? That would be criminal almost. And just kind of look at each other. Go ahead and make me. You can both make insight checks.
How good is your insight, Charlie?
It's a +6 of good.
So I'll give you advantage if you don't already have it by helping you. Because mine is awful.
Yeah,
On.
they definitely playing games here. They're not trying to be real subtle about it either. But the one says it's perhaps possible that a backup may have been accidentally made when we were, studying what we had gathered. We could, perhaps make that accessible for the right fee. Connor looks at you and says, "So, what are you willing to pay for it?" Looks at the other two
What's
guys.
the fee?
Well, we just made a cool 5 million in change off of it, so probably not that much. Like another million would be good.
How about 700,000?
Make me a persuasion check.
Great.
I'll
Can I have
give you
advantage because I have Saber here?
No.
Well, I was going to give you it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
are?
Jared will give you advantage then.
And add a D4 as well.
Okay, so advantage. So persuasion. Oof. And then.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
only 26. Yeah, no, I mean, unless you have something else to offer.
I don't. Kind of came in bare
Oh no,
bones
it's like
here.
hold it. The data you have pertains to old hyperspace lanes, right? Yes, that was pretty commonly knowledge. Well, the reason we are interested in it is because those hyperspace lanes can lead us to a ship that was missing from Hoth. Like, okay, so that sounds like a New Republic problem, and they can pay
Yeah.
New Republic money for it. Like, well, hang on a second here. But on that ship that was missing were also a number of treasures from various worlds. Treasures. Oh, we are now interested. What do you have to offer? And you remember this too, that amongst the things that were on there were several artifacts that were unique to certain worlds that belong to some members. Like Specifically, there were some artifacts from Alderaan
Mm.
that would be of great value. He looks at you. The human of the two groups of the two looks at you and says, "So, what would you offer in exchange for this data and a share of the treasure, or perhaps a share of the finder's fee, or just the finder's fee?"
Are they asking me, or is
They're
that
asking
Katano
you.
asking them?
That's them asking you.
Well, if you're gonna be for for part of the treasure and or a finder's fee, I think 500,000 is a fair exchange.
Looks at his friend, and the friend nods and says, "Okay, that's acceptable. Give us a minute, and we'll go get that copy that may not be existent." And they both head inside, and Katano looks at you and says, "One thing you can rely on for scoundrels is they cannot be relied upon to be
But not
truthful."
scoundrel.
To not scoundrel. That's a good way to put it. I'll have to remember that. To not scoundrel. Scoundrel's got a scoundrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can always trust a scoundrel. The scoundrel. Yeah, just
I'll have to remember. That's a good quote. Have to always trust a scoundrel. Scoundrel.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. In my opinion, there was only one treasure on that ship.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
don't think you're unique in that sentiment, but yeah, it would be good to get it back. And after Phoenix, they come back down and says, "Credits."
Yeah, I
You can separate
so
the cred stick into the 500,000, because I think it's
perfect. That's what I was
stupid
gonna
that they have
ask.
to carry around that everyone has to carry around giant boxes of cred sticks of credits,
Yeah.
and it could all be done via bank card or bank stick in this case. So that's what you have.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
will pull out a device to scan for the cred sticks, take the information, and hand you a case that clinks slightly. It says, "I hope you find what you're looking for. Excuse us, gentlemen. We're going to go and take our newfound wealth and, I don't know, I probably gamble it away." Then get on board their ship and take off. Katana looks
Can
at you.
I I'd like to test this information
Oh, well, they're
to
already
make sure.
leaving.
Right, and that's fine. But
Okay.
you know,
Like Connor was like, "Yeah, let's go. We'll go borrow one of Nate's scanners, and he'll take you back up to the security room and talk to Nate." And says, "Yeah, we got the information. So don't mention it to that order, whatever it was." And Nate's
they
like,
already left. Hopefully,
"Yeah, well, no, they left." You get a chance to look through information. It does appear that there is quite a lot of astronomical data there. It's going to take you forever to look at it here. But
I just wanted to scan through it to make sure it was the astronomical data, and like maybe as I'm like flipping through, it has some familiar locations that
go ahead and
kind of
make me a technology check
technology check. Okay.
or lore. Either one would work.
I have advantage for lore, so I'll
Okay.
do that. 17.
Yeah, you do recognize a few systems that, and comparing to hyperspace lanes in your head, they are definitely different. And the date that you have to scan through, basically, you have to scan everything in and then reorganize it by, date of entry.
Yeah.
And you go far enough back, and you can see, yes, there are differences. So this does appear to be the genuine article.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Turns out, wasn't a complete bust, Charlie. You know, it pays to have some friends.
This
Probably
way
would
we're
have.
not. And this way we're not really connected to so-called Imperials, which is always good.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll
I
tell you, I
agree.
know the that first group, the guy in the white is actual Imperial remnant. I don't know that order or who that other group was. I've never run into them before, but I would definitely, if you haven't already reported it to your superiors, I'll be reporting it to mine, because a
Yeah,
new
we've run
group is
into
a
them
new group.
before.
Do you know what they're called?
The Order of Fear or something like that.
Yeah. Ah, Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make a note of that. And he makes a note on a data pad as well. Y'all in a hurry to go anywhere?
We don't particularly have to be, but if
Excellent.
there's something else to do.
Saber Squadron would like to buy you some drinks. Both of you.
Oh, how do you feel about that, Charlie? I wouldn't say no, but I'm respectful
Well, you're the
of my.
old generation of Saber Squadron. Now, I'm sure they'd like to meet you.
Yeah.
You meet the new,
Um,
and you might not to meet, and you might like to meet the new generation. Your replacements, as it were.
Well, can't really replace this, gestures to himself. But they can try, I guess.
I'm 16.
Okay.
This is Star Wars Galaxy. They don't really care about legal drinking age. You don't have to drink,
Yeah.
but drink, food, basically a carousing good time is what is being offered.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Give me just a second here. Okay, I'm just putting some art up for the people you're going to be meeting. Okay, so over in the NPCs of the Galaxy section, I've put up a chunk of people. Obviously, Katarna Hawks is the leader. He'll introduce you also to Hordak Sharpspear. Where's my list of these guys now? Oh wait, no, they're back up this way. Yes.
Ooh, the very cool looking peeps.
Yeah. Hordak is a gank. He is the squadron's gunslinger, so he's the pistol boy. There's a Doug by the name of Convo Sadasso. He is actually an unarmed specialist, but he is with the Order of Wills. Well, so he's not an unarmed, he's an armed specialist, but he's with the Order of Wills. Then there is Corin Kindle, who is the commander of Saberflight 2. He is a human. Charlie, the both of you can make a perception check when you're introduced to him.
Alright,
Oh,
where's
jeez.
Charlie's perception?
Too enthralled
Okay.
and meeting the new friends and old friends.
I'm missing somebody here. Whoops. Nope. Do I not have him in here? Shit, I did miss somebody. Oh, wait. Nope. That's him. Okay. Charlie, you looking at this guy, Kendall and Voy, he reminds you of somebody, but it takes you a minute to let it sink in because they were generally all gone by the time you were born. You did meet at least one of the old clones that used to hang around, and he looks like one of the clones, complete with accent.
Who does?
Corwin Kindle, the third one with the lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I missing then? Donway, Corwin, Linus, Cathar. See there? Next one.
The blonde one?
No, that one, the one with the helmet, is Tanwai Zem. He is a Duros. He is the second on Saberflight 2. Convo is the squad spiritual advisor as well. The one that is missing, let's see if I have. I'm pretty sure I had art for him. Nope. Is a Cathar, goes by the name of Linus Rick. He is the squadron's medic. And then you meet Fina Relics, who is a Thelan. She is the squadron mechanic. She is very friendly and outgoing. She's the one with the whip-looking device. Obviously, none of them have their weapons out. And the last member you meet is Zerachiel Ap Noir. Looks like a human. When you are close to her, Charlie, you could definitely sense force off of her, some force potential, as well as from Corwin. So they're both force sensitives, force actives, whatever you want to call them. They welcome you in. They will ask for stories of your time in the first iteration of Saber Squadron, and et cetera, et cetera. These were all post Hoth additions to the rebellion, so you've never met any of them beforehand, but
Okay.
they have various stages of personality. Zerachiel and Korn are both pretty reserved. Tanway is he's an average fighter type, so he drinks, he talks, he chats, he laughs. Phoenix is very outgoing. She talks to everybody. Hordak is kind of busy tinkering with his arm. Like he's got like his sleeve
Mm.
pulled up and he's got his arm exposed. There's like electronics and cybernetics within it. Linus is pretty much keeping to himself as well. But he drinks heavily for a Cathar. You've never seen a and it's funny because the Cathar lapping up the beer as it was.
Mm.
And the last one, Conbo, the Doug is he's friendly enough. He'll talk with you, and he flirts outrageously with Thielen, with Fina.
Good for him. Good for him.
And she laughs at him and pokes at him and the kind of flirts back a little bit. It's obvious they've had a friendship for quite a while. Then once things start to get underway a little bit, when you guys are going along, I gotta remember my own names. Katarno will ask you, so what is it you've been up to today? Obviously, you're still working for the New Republic, but you're not a pilot. You're not a ranger of any kind.
Well, it's kind of a long story. I never really stopped looking for the ship, but never really turned up anything. And then I forgot how we met. Could you remind me how we met, Charlie?
Well, you were both on Hoth.
Okay. Oh, yes, but we were called in by the.
Yeah, you were called in by the senator to join Socopia.
Mm-hmm. But I was approached by the senator, Thule, about joining this new squad. And the reason he got me was because there was mention and possibility of maybe finding the ship. And then here I am. And then I kind of recount all the odds and end jobs I did. Like I'd be a pilot for hire. I was a mechanic for a while. I was a smuggler for a while. Odds and ends things here.
Senator Thule, huh? Wasn't he the guy that was responsible for that crater on Coruscant?
Yes.
I'd be careful hanging your star next to his. He is not well liked in the Senate because of that, even though he was kind of exonerated for it, given extenuating circumstances. But I'd still be careful. There's also some other strangeness about him. He's not a bad person. He's always done good deeds. He's generally helped people, but I'm just saying you might want to be on the careful side there.
Will do.
All right.
Appreciate that.
All right. So you can spend the rest of the night with them. If you have any specific questions for him, he'll answer them to the best of his ability.
Yeah, no, not much to answer aside from moral stories.
Yeah. And he's got some stories of his own from what he and his squadron have been doing. He will mention that there has been an uptick in piracy in the Corellia sector, and that's part of why they're out here is to hunt down those pirate groups. So if you ever get done with things or you get things wrapped up and looking for some work, come back here sometime. At the very least, we can catch up again and party and talk about more stuff. Old days.
We'll do. We'll do. Absolutely.
Good luck. I hope you find what it is you are looking for. I truly do.
Thanks, Katarno. Talk soon.
All right. At that point, you can head back to your ship and head back to Crate Base. It'll take you enough time to get back that you can get some sleep in, uh, unless you want to go somewhere else in the meantime.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I send word though to Kieran that we managed to get access to those files.
Oh, yes, I noticed some money has gone missing. Uh, I thought you lost the bidding.
We did, but I had some help from some friends that made it so that we gave us an alternative means of acquiring the information.
Wow, well done, well done.
And don't
You
worry,
already.
we didn't kill anybody.
Well, that's also well done. Are you on your way back to base?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll see when you get here then. All right. And let me switch the view back over. Why am I not seeing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Back to Crate Base. Okay. You're right back at the base, dock in your usual place. And, let's see. Let me just move some people around here real quick so they're not in the same spot they were. The senator will be here. Wait, is that the senator? Yes. Okay. So Bella and her will be gone. All right. You'll be brought to the big conference room again. Kieran is waiting for you there. Um, and he will take the data chips and start processing everything.
Wait with bated breath as to what comes out of that check.
Gone. Gone. Just moving some people around there. After a scan of it, he starts processing everything and says, "Okay, well, it looks like we do have some viable information here." I'm actually just going to move everybody over to that room, which is good. Start extrapolating, start looking. All right, I think. Now, this does look like there's an old hyperspace lane to that area, but I don't know what this marking is over here. He taps like a section of the map to the far north. Um, that seems to be the area we're looking for. I don't know how to extrapolate
But
beyond. But yeah, actually getting there is going to be a challenge because that is going to require uh, further
it's a good thing you have
information.
a master.
We need
It's a
somebody.
good thing you have master pilot extraordinaire like me.
Well, that's not what I mean. I mean, it's the astrogation side of it that's the problem. And we're going to need to get some other assistance. There is somebody that I think can help us. Um, Convincing them to help will be another matter entirely, unfortunately. He is a retired rebel like us, but he is very happy where he is. but he may be able to provide you some insights if you can get to him. Here, I'm going to make a clean copy of the data so it's all in one storage drive instead of 12,000 of
Several.
crystals here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you will be going back to Corellia for this. Specifically, you're going to go to Drawl. On Drawl, there is a place known as the Burning Ibit Ranch. And there you are going to look for Iskander Vex Im. He is actually, go ahead, both of you can roll lore for me. Charlie, did you want to roll lore?
Probably not, but let's give it a go anyway.
Okay, you don't know who it is. Jace, you have heard the name. He is a Gand, a Findsman specifically, a Force-sensitive Gand, who fought for the rebellion. He was on Hoth, and he was a major fighter against the Imperial forces. You know that before Hoth, he was pretty typical for a species, pretty easygoing, friendly, willing to help out, but seemed to love animals more than people for the most part.
Respect.
Hoth changed him. He lost a lot of friends in Hoth, and there was a time that he was high up on the Empire's most wanted list because he routinely made messages, propaganda messages he sent out taunting the Empire to come and find him, and killed quite a few Imperials in his day before he had apparently some conversation with another Imperial and then stopped doing that. He went back to his normal ways and was still an asset for a long, long time until the Emperor fell. And then he retired to Drawl with his own group of people, his own friends, to do something. You don't really know what happened, anything beyond that, but you do know of him. You have probably met him in the past. You do know he is obviously, being a Findsman, he is force sensitive, but you don't know, you haven't seen him since before Hoth or since Hoth. So you only know of what happened to him, so you don't know what his current personality is like. So take that as you will.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just going to say what you guys were going to do.
I guess to find this guy, person.
Okay. Charlie, did you have anything else you want to do before you left?
No? Oh, really?
Okay. Well, I think this would probably be a good place to stop. So if we need to introduce new characters, we can before you head out, because I'd like to have kind of everybody being within Suckapia if possible. So before we get the one new guy, and hopefully we can get Takis back on track. I don't know what's happened to him, but I know he's got issues with his connection to whatnot. So I know it's a short episode. I apologize, but we'll pick it up in 2 weeks, and hopefully we'll have some more players by then.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, Fran.
All right.
Bye, Char.